You have reached the Memphis Police Department Executive Administration Office. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911.
Memphis, real news. Memphis, real news.
Good afternoon, Memphis Police Department. Chief Davis' office, Paul Robinson here. May I help you?
Yes, might be transferred to Homicide.
One moment.
Thank you for calling the Memphis Police Department's Homicide Bureau. We are located on the 10th floor at 170 North Main Street. Our office hours are 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily. If you know your party's extension, please enter it at any time. To use our dial by last name directory, press 1. To speak with someone in cold case, press 2. To speak with victim services, press 3.
Memphis, real news. Memphis, real news.
Memphis Police Homicide, Dave Montello. Can I help you?
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Montello?
I'm fine.
All right, I was calling because I had some information on the Young Dolph case, and someone told me that you were the person that I need to talk to.
Well, I hate to say this, that's not correct. I'm not involved in that investigation, but I'll take the information and pass it on to the people that are on that case. But no, matter of fact, I haven't been on that case at all.
All right, so you have you talked with a young lady? Well, she's not a young lady, but a lady. She said she was an eyewitness, and she said she
Are you
spoke with
talking
you.
about a lady that was at was she at the store, the business next door?
Yes, sir. The Family Dollar. Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, I've talked to her a few times, and you know, I never told her that I was involved in the investigation. All I've ever done is passed on the information that she's told me about to the investigators, but she wanted us to do something which we already knew the answers to prior to her doing that, because she said there was a couple of people inside the store and she thought they were involved, but they weren't. So
all right, but Detective Montello, she said that those two people ran out from the back of the cookie store. They ran inside a Family Dollar. She was scared. She walked in Family Dollar. They had guns on their waist. She also said that when she came out of the store and they came out of the store, they jumped in the SUV and ran off. And she's 100% sure that those are the killers. That's exactly what she told me. She's 100% sure.
okay, well, let me. Okay, I don't want to get into any of the specifics, but she never told me that they came running out of the back of the cookie store and ran inside. What she told me was that she was sitting in the car. Her friend was inside. She said she couldn't see what happened because there was a car parked between where she was sitting and where the incident occurred. All she did was hear some shooting. She went inside the store and saw two guys inside the store, and she recognized that both of them had weapons. And then they left. And then she said that there was a guy who was on TV that said that he works at that, or actually I think she said that he owned the cookie store and that he was there when it happened. I'm sorry, that he wasn't there when it happened, but she said that he was, and that right after it happened, she saw him move his car. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So that's pretty much all the information that we have with her. But those two people that was inside the store, I'm just going to tell you, there's, I don't want to get into a lot of specifics, but they're probably not involved at all.
Have y'all identified those two people that was in Family Dollar? Did y'all pull the film for Family Dollar? Did y'all identify? So wait a minute, hold on. So you haven't identified the two people that was in Family Dollar, but you're telling me that they're not involved?
Memphis.
I'm just telling you that I'm not going to get into the specifics of, that, but the information that she gave is, I'm not saying that it's not bad information. It's just not the information that is directly involved in this thing.
All right, so two guys are...
What makes you think that they did?
Because she told me that they ran out of the back. And only two places in the back...
Whoa. Let me just take
Yes, sir.
She's telling you something different than she's told me. Then this morning, she said some more stuff about some, I don't know what... I'm just going to be straight up honest with you and tell you. I don't know that she actually saw what happened.
All right, but
I don't know that she saw anybody come running from the cookie store into the Family Dollar. I don't know.
From the back of the cookie store. Hold on, sir. Let me ask you a question. Okay, so you don't.
I'm not going to get specific about this investigation.
No. We're not talking. We're not talking specific.
Tell me that you know who did it.
100% sure. I don't. I know the two people that was in Family Dollar came from next door at the cookie shop. I know that for a fact because an eyewitness said that. What I'm trying to figure out is, have you all identified those two people? You said y'all haven't identified them. I think those two people that was in the cookie shop need to be identified because those two people jumped into a Tahoe and left right before the police got there.
Okay, well, we'll do that then, okay?
Okay, and look. I'm listening.
For a minute. You did not see any of this. You're taking this woman's information. I'm not so sure that her information is accurate, but we'll take care of that, okay?
Okay, let me ask you one more question, sir. Now, she said that Maurice Hill, his black car was parked there the whole time, that he didn't just pull up, that his black car was parked there the whole time. Okay, and she also said that he was on the scene when the shots went off, that he was actually there. Why haven't y'all looked into Maurice Hill? Did y'all get the footage from the cookie shop? Because that will tell the story.
Let me explain something to you. I'm not going to answer any questions about this investigation. And the information that she gave me has been passed on to the investigators who are working the case.
Can I please speak to...
So the conclusion...
Hold on, Detective Montello. Can I speak to the investigators on the case? Can I speak to one of the investigators on the case? Sir?
No.
Can you tell me the name of the investigators on the case? Because this... Why not?
I'm going to tell you something, because I don't want to, number one.
Why you don't want to? Why you don't want to solve this case, Mr. Montello? You tell me that. You tell me what... You are covering up for those two people that was in Family Dollar. And that woman told you where they came from.
No, you don't understand.
I do understand.
I'm not going to discuss... No,
You've said enough. What do you mean discuss?
This case. I'm not going to discuss the facts of this case.
Why haven't you identified the two people in Family Dollar? Those are the killers. What are you covering up? What are you covering up, Detective?
That we would.
What do you mean you would? It's been a month and a half, and that woman came forward 3 times. You talked to her 3 times, and y'all still haven't looked into that woman's story. You said y'all did not identify those two people.
All right. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, I'll get with the investigators on that. Okay.
Tell me the name of the investigators on the case. That's public knowledge. You need to let me know right now. Right now.
I'm not going to tell you.
Why not? Why not?
Because I'm not going to.
Why not?
Because I don't want to, number one. And number two, you're asking for information that is not public information, number one. And number two, more important than that, you don't need to be calling up here.
Is Detective Carolyn Mason on the case? Is Detective Caroline Mason on the case?
Let's check with her and see.
Is she on the case?
Well, you need to check with her and see.
You tell me if she on the case. Let me know if she's on the case.
Hang the phone up. I'm not gonna.
You can't hang up in my face. You cannot hang up.
I certainly can.
Detective
I
Martello.
certainly can.
Detective Martello. You cannot hang up in my face. I'm a public citizen and we're trying to solve a murder. Is Caroline Mason on the case?
No. What you don't understand is this. You're not trying to solve nothing. You're trying to get in the middle of something that you have no business getting in the middle of. What you need to do is just, since you weren't there, you don't know what the truth is, okay? So what you can do is you can have that woman call me back. But let's get this straight. I'm not going to discuss anything about this case with anybody. You understand?
You just discussed it with me. You just look. Yes, you have. You told me a lot about this case. You told me what the woman said. You told me y'all did not identify the two people that was in Family Dollar. You told me enough. You've already talked. If it's against the law for you to talk to me about this case, you've already broken the law. Because you told me enough. What do you mean?
No, I'm not. No. Okay. Look, I'm getting ready to hang the phone.
Don't hang up in my face. If you don't hang up, you better not hang up.
What are you going to do about it? What do you think you're going to do about it?
I'm going to put a complaint in against you in the Internal Affairs. If you hang up, I'm going to put a complaint. Internal Affairs.
UFO media.
Let me explain something to you. If you need to complain to Internal Affairs, you complain to Internal Affairs. I've spoken to you about what that woman told me. Okay? And it's not the same as what she told you. Okay?
Pay attention.
So what I'm saying is, I'm not interested in discussing any specifics about this particular case with you or
you know what? I don't think you passed the information to the investigators on the case. I think you kept it and you blocked it. Since you blocked it, you are covering up this case. The investigators may not even know that this woman exists because you're blocking it. Let me tell you something. You better pass her information to those investigators. If you don't pass it to them, I will be on your ass. You hear me, David Montello? You hear me, David Montello? I'm gonna be on your ass.
You ain't gonna do shit, motherfucker. And I'll tell you another goddamn thing. Don't call up here again. You understand?
I'm gonna be on your ass. I'm gonna be on your ass.
Fighting fake news.
Memphis, real news.
Somebody help, 'cause I can't find my way. Nobody move. Nobody move.
How the fuck? Who is that guy?
Memphis, real news.
Damn, he's good.
Somebody tell me how I'm supposed to feel.
Fighting fake news.
When I'm sitting here, knowing this ain't real.
Fighting fake news.
Memphis, real news.